You've probably heard about zero interest rate credit cards. Now the question is it a good tool for getting out of debt quicker, or is it just another financial trap? Now when we say zero interest rate credit cards, keep in mind that some cards allow for new purchases, and they also allow for something called balance transfers. Now, balance transfers are basically taking what you owe on one credit card and moving that to another credit card that has a zero interest rate. Usually that's promotional, which means that it lasts maybe 6 months, and some go up to like 21 months. Now, if you're currently paying about 24% interest on your credit card, you can see that that would save you a lot in terms of interest payment. You should be aware that zero interest rate credit cards are generally given to people who have good or excellent credit, and that means somewhere around a credit score of, let's say, 670 and above. I don't know if you could hear that, but we're having some work done on our house, so if you hear that, that is just work in progress. Okay, things that you should look out for. Although your interest rate starts at zero, you still have to make payments on this credit card, at least the minimum payment. If you don't make those minimum payments and you are late, the credit card company may rescind or revoke that 0% interest rate. That's right. They can cancel it, they can take that away from you, and they can legally charge you a higher interest rate. In addition, you want to look out for balance transfer fees. There are fees associated with moving monies from your old credit card to your new one, and they usually are somewhere in the range of 3 to 5% of whatever that balance is that you're transferring. So it could be several $100s, and you want to make sure you're saving enough interest to even make this worth your time and energy. But basically, when you're looking for these types of deals or promotions, you want to get the longest promotional period that you can, so that you can take advantage of that low interest rate and save as much money as possible. It also allows you to spread out your payments over a longer period, and it makes it more affordable. If you're going to transfer balances, you want to get the lowest balance transfer fee available. Something else that's really important, you want to ensure that you plan. And here are some of the things that you might want to consider as part of your plan. How much do you want to transfer? Are you transferring $2,000, or are you transferring from 3 or 4 different credit cards and consolidating that, and it's more like $10,000? How are you going to use this new card? Do you have the discipline to not use this credit card to run that amount, that outstanding balance? Are you undermining yourself and actually getting deeper in debt? Because whether it's 0% or not, it's got to be paid back. And do you have the discipline to not run your other credit cards back up when you see a zero balance after you've transferred everything to the new card? And many people have gotten in a trap and in a financial bind because they did not have that level of discipline. In our example, we see that over 18 months, and all I did was add the $10,000 transferred, the $500 fee, and that total was $10,500, and I divided it by 18. So 18 equal monthly payments, and that would be about $583. If you paid $583 for 18 months, that debt would be gone, completely zeroed out, and you would not have paid interest on it for 18 months. And it would put you in a pretty good position. I'm also going to add a link to a savings calculator, and it'll show you how much interest you can save over time by moving to a zero interest rate credit card. We talked about open doors versus traps. The trap is that this could also become a merry-go-round for you, and you could find yourself at the end of your promotional period on your 0% interest on credit cards, searching around desperately for the next great deal, and then 12 months later searching around for the next great deal. If you have phenomenal discipline, this might work for you on a short-term basis. But if you catch yourself doing this over and over and over, your balances don't seem to be going down. In fact, they seem to be stagnant, or they seem to be increasing because you are not using your credit cards responsibly. Then it may be time to be honest with yourself, because there may be other options that you need to consider, like debt consolidation or taking out a personal loan to really bring this debt down. Keep in mind that continually chasing these promotions means that you're continually paying these transfer fees. It also could ultimately impact your credit score, because these will be hard inquiries that show up on your credit report. And if you're constantly looking for this, constantly applying for these types of zero interest rate credit cards, it could have a negative impact and lower your credit score. And remember, you need a pretty decent score of at least 670 in order to even qualify for these products. 0% interest rates on credit cards. Is it a blessing, an open door, or is it a trap? It depends on you. And it is something that is worth thinking about and praying about before you make a move. God bless you. Hope this helped. Hope it gave you something to think about. Please don't forget to check out this video. God bless.